ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back to Central Illinois Sports as we get you ready for the nightcap here. For night number 4 of the 7th annual Beardstown Tiger Classic, it's the host team, the Tigers from Beardstown, taking on the Hornets of Brown County. Beardstown trying to wrap up its slot in the championship game tomorrow. That would be against the West Central Cougars. Brown County, after a rough 0-2 start here in this tournament, is looking to shake some things up and get themselves on the right track heading into our crossover games tomorrow. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll tell you more about these two teams, how they've got here, and what we expect to see tonight coming up here on Central Illinois Sports.
Go team go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome you back here tonight on the Great Rivers Bank, pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. I know because I've went to have them help me out. Member FDIC and equal housing lender for Great Rivers Bank. Well, the Beardstown Tigers come into this tournament 2-0. After a successful week of defeating the Galesburg Sophomores in their tournament opener Monday night, 54-37, a night that they got to work on that full-court press a lot, and then they came back here Wednesday night and defeated Augusta Southeastern 53-45 in a really fun contest to watch. Both teams got a little too sloppy at times. But in the end, the speed, the quickness, and the length of Beardstown was able to outwit the stingy defense and strength of Southeastern. For this Beardstown squad tonight, a lot of this relies through the hands of number 11, the talented senior point guard Isaac Brockschmidt. You are not going to hear his name come up in the All-Area Player of the Year conversation a lot because Zach Evans is around. But I am telling you what, you can listen to me now or believe me later, Isaac Brockschmidt is going to be one of the top point guards in the area for the entire season. He's going to be unregarded and overlooked because of some other players in this area, but this kid is as talented as they come when it comes to court vision, the ability to drive to the basket, and to knock down a nice shot. So keep an eye on number 11. Everything rolls through him on the point guard side. You've got some talented shooters in Eliza Thomas, number 1, the senior guard, along with the big man in the middle is Rylan Alhorn, the big lanky senior wearing number 21. You're also going to see guys like Exuse Malumba, who brings a lot of length and a lot of athleticism to this team, along with the talented all-area, all-around athlete, Christy Domitian, who has been battling injuries since early in the football season, may still be a little bit tender. But that kid is as athletic as they come and adds a lot of strength and flexibility to Eric Anderson's offense. You're also going to see some guys coming off the bench, along with Jordy Conda, Ethan Heller, Zach DeSalar, and more. So this team's got a little bit of depth. Every now and then they get a little too trigger happy, try to push things a little too fast, and they'll get a few extra turnovers that you'd hate to see. But when this team is clicking and shots are falling, goodness gracious, they are hard to keep up with. On the opposite side for Eric Jones's Brown County Hornets, it has not been the start that they would like to see in Hornet country. This team came out, fell to Southeastern 56-39 on the opening night of the season. Returned and lost to the Galesburg sophomore squad 51-50 on a last-second opportunity. They had the last possession of the contest, couldn't really get the shot up that they wanted, got the rebound, couldn't get the second one up after a game-winning basket from Jackson Wyatt for the Galesburg sophomores, who we did not see in action here tonight. This Brown County squad is loaded with athletes. They've got kids like Maverick Henry, Yager McGath, Drew Marker, Angel Duarte, Noah Ingram, Jack Anderson, a lot of guys that we have seen that are talented all-around athletes. This team is just really, really missing that presence of Tice Fullerton, who was going to be looked upon to maybe be a ball handler and a leading scorer. This team's struggling to get points on the scoreboard. They're struggling at times to find an offensive rhythm. They're still hard-working. They'll still scrap for rebounds. They're not afraid to get down and get dirty with you on the defensive side, but offensively, Eric Jones and his squad are really trying to find some answers, and they hope that that's going to start here tonight against Beardstown. Once again, Beardstown trying to get itself into the championship game here tonight. Brown County hoping to play the spoiler role here this evening and shake things up in this pool. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes to tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors who bring us high school basketball here all winter long on Central Illinois Sports. When we come back, we'll continue to get you ready for Beardstown and Brown County here on Central Illinois Sports.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Welcome you back here. Starting lineups for the night's basketball contest brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks, hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. They've got a heck of a Black Friday sale that you need to get in on. Starting five here for the Brown County Hornets. Eric Jones at the helm for this squad. At one forward, a senior, number 2 is Jack Anderson. At a guard, a junior, number 5 is Maverick Henry. At guard, a senior, number 11 is Yager McGath. The point guard on this squad is the senior, number 24, Angel Duarte. And the man in the middle, the senior, number 40, is Noah Ingram. It is Anderson, Henry, McGath, Duarte, and Ingram for Eric Jones's Brown County Hornets. Spotlights come off here tonight at Beardstown. First time we've seen that this week for their starting lineup presentations. Let's tell you about the starting five here for Eric Anderson's Beardstown Tigers. Starting at one guard, a senior, number 1, is Eliza Thomas. The long, lanky forward is a senior, number 2, Exuse Malumba. The point guard for the Tigers squad is a senior, number 11, that's Isaac Brockschmidt. The man in the middle for Beardstown is a senior, number 21, Rylan Alhorn. And at the other forward for Beardstown, the talented all-athletic senior, number 24, Christy Demetian. It's Thomas, Malumba, Brockschmidt, Alhorn, and Demetian, the starting five here for the 2-0 Beardstown Tigers. Beardstown trying to go to the championship game. They would face West Central if that is the case. Brown County trying to get some things going here tonight for this Hornet squad that comes into tonight's contest 0-2. Not a bad crowd that's filed in here. We were scheduled for an 8 p.m. tip. We were so ahead after the first two games that they just said, let's go ahead and start 10 minutes early. That does not hurt our feelings, Jared. We'll be back here early tomorrow. We'd be happy to get out 10 to 15 minutes early tonight. Angel Duarte will step up against Rylan Alhorn here to kick things off tonight in game number 3. Night number 4 here at Beardstown. Brian Shoemaker, Jared French, Gavin Hilgenbrink. We are so glad you have settled in on a cozy evening for high school basketball with us here from the Tiger Classic. Beardstown wins the tip. They'll take it into their half of the court here as Eliza Thomas gets things over for the Tiger offense. Takes a couple of dribbles, loses the basketball as it gets tipped away by Henry. This is Brockschmidt now. Dribbles into double coverage, pulls ball back out. He'll have to get rid of it. Release valve on this one will be Malumba. Over to Thomas. He's got some range from 3. Opts out this time. Gives it on a cross-court bounce pass to Brockschmidt. Hornets in a nice little bit of a matchup zone here, and it's going to be ball stepped out of bounds. It'll be a turnover early on the Tigers and Hornets basketball. We're going to see this full court pressure come out early here from Beardstown. They've worked on this all week. As the inbounds pass comes into Angel Duarte, the talented running back for that Hornet squad this season in the fall. They try to get the basketball in. It gets quickly stolen by Domitian. Turnover here on the Hornets as both teams trade turnovers on their first 2 possessions. Thomas drives into the lane up high. And now we're going to go down to the other end. It's another turnover on the Hornets as now Malumba steals it. Gives it down to Thomas. Pass up to Brockschmidt. Top of the key 3, no good. Anderson came flying in for the rebound, and I think he's going to get whistled there as he got caught up with Alhorn.
Fouls on number 2.
That'll be a foul against Anderson. It's Anderson's first, team first of the basketball game. As we remind you all season long here, especially this week, 5 team fouls sends a team to the bonus for 2 shots. There's no more 1-and-1 here in the land of Lincoln. Basketball gets down close. Malumba catches it right at the half-court line. Gets a little bump contact, and his foot touches over the half-court line. It'll be a backcourt violation and a turnover against the Tigers. So a little bit of sloppy Joe here from both sides to get things going here tonight. As the Hornets will try and recover and take advantage of the turnover. Instead, it's going to be Domitian with the steal. Domitian to Brockschmidt. Brockschmidt goes up with it off the glass. He can't finish the layup. It's going to be a tie-up between the 2s of Anderson and Malumba. Jump ball, possession arrow will favor Brown County on this one. 6:37 left to go here in the first. We are just underway here tonight. And Eric Anderson wants an Adams Fiber timeout. Top-notch local computer sales and repair services. Adams Expert is your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423. We're back in 30 seconds.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru. 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Brown County took the timeout, not Beardstown, as we had mentioned to you before we went to break. So it'll be Hornets basketball out of bounds here. McGath gets it to Henry, and Henry's going to try and push the tempo here to get the ball across the time stripe. They frantically try to throw it to Anderson, but Domitian's able to steal it, and here comes Beardstown. It's Brockschmidt behind the back dribble under the basket, kicks it out. This is Thomas for 3. In and out of the rim, no good. Brockschmidt gets the rebound in the short corner. He's double-teamed and has to get rid of it. And now Anderson is going to take a timeout, I believe, here. And that's going to be the case. It'll be a 30-second Adams Fiber timeout. Reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you. Adams Fiber is local and provides you with the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net. We're back in 15 seconds.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with DOT, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Rochester leading St. Lawrence 17-7 early in the second quarter in the 4A state championship football game. Rochester chasing, I believe, state title number 9, Jared, is that right?
That is correct.
That's a lot of state titles. What a program at Rochester. Domitian with the basketball top of the key here as we have no score just about 2 minutes into the contest. Malumba gets over to Brockschmidt. He drives baseline against Duarte, and they're going to get Duarte on the bump. It'll be the second team foul of the quarter here against Brown County. First of the game against Angel Duarte. Camp Point has won a state title earlier today. So has Byron. And they quickly get the basketball into Alhorn. He can't finish. Brockschmidt drives it for it out of bounds, and he's going to lose it. As both teams are just really struggling here in the first 2 minutes. Tanner Seitz is going to check in here for the Hornets, number 30, the junior guard. The blonde-haired Seitz has come in and provided a nice spark here in a couple of games off the bench for the Hornets. Let's see if he can do it here another night in a row. They get it to Henry. Henry drives into the lane. Double coverage gets stolen away from Domitian again. He has trouble handling the ball. Gets it up finally to Thomas. Thomas can't finish on the layup. We have got lids on the baskets here so far in Beardstown. Duarte, spinning move. They wanted to travel, didn't get it. He goes up in double coverage. Is going to go out of bounds as Malumba fell out of bounds with his hands on the ball. Drew Margaret's going to check in here. He'll check in for Maverick Henry. Both teams are just trying anything they can to get the ball to go in the hole right now. 2.5 minutes nearly gone by here. We are scoreless in Beardstown. Wilmington was the other team that won a state title today. 3A. Or 2A, excuse me, over 8th. Duarte tries to get it into Seitz. Seitz goes up with it. In and out of the rim, no good. Alhorn tried to get it. He couldn't get the rebound. Now it comes down to McGath. Anderson, cross-court pass, tried to find Duarte. Instead, it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be Beardstown basketball as the fans in the stands got in on that one. Maverick Henry will check back in. Jack Anderson's going to get a breather.
Back into the game for the Hornets is Maverick Henry.
We are off to an auspicious start here in Beardstown for the night's nightcap. It is 5:17 left to go. It's scoreless, 0-0 here on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Beardstown has had plenty of opportunities as Domitian drives in. This is Malumba. Takes a couple of dribbles and gives it to Thomas. Gets the pick from Alhorn. Brockschmidt now surveying the scene against this Brown County zone. Malumba thought about it, drives into double coverage, goes up with the left hand, rolls around, no good. Henry with the rebound here for Brown County. Beardstown has dropped now into a half-court set. Now Henry falls on his knees, almost lost the basketball. Duarte picks it up with an early dribble. Thomas is going to get his hands on it. Seitz was diving to try and get it, and in the fray, Malumba goes down and he hits the deck hard. There's going to be a foul against the Hornets. It's going to go against Seitz. It's his first team third. Malumba hit the deck hard in the fray, and now he's taking a second to get his breath. We'll be back here in 15 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Well, Malumba is able to make his way off the floor under his own power. Zach DeSalar, number 3, the junior guard, will check in. He does not provide the length that Malumba does, but he does provide another shooting option here for Beardstown. And maybe he'll be the one to get the first basket in this contest. 4:32 left to go here in the opening frame, 0-0. DeSalar takes a couple of dribbles now here on the right wing. It's a zone look still from Brown County. Brockschmidt fires it up. 3 ball is good, and we are on the board as Isaac Brockschmidt knocks down a 3 from about 21 feet. With 4:13 left to go here in the first quarter. Duarte drives into double coverage, gets it tipped away. He's got to get rid of the ball, and Eric Jones is going to take an Adams Fiber timeout. The ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi 6 and internet packages up to 1 gigabit, which means you'll never have trouble watching a game here on Central Illinois Sports. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more. We are back in 30 seconds.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Coming back to live action here, we saw both Quigleys walking into the gymnasium. Jared, one Owen is at McKendree, is that correct?
They both are.
Both are at McKendree, thank you. The talented Quigley boys. Part of the McKendree program now, after some nice careers here at Beardstown. Brown County loses the basketball. It's Brockschmidt, gets it to Thomas. Thomas gets the dime. Brockschmidt gets the deuce, and it's a 5-0 lead here as Brown County quickly takes advantage. Steal again for Beardstown. Elijah Thomas gets it into Domitian. He gets blocked by Markert. Markert grabs the basketball, and here comes Brown County. They've got to get past this Beardstown full court pressure. They press again. Now Alhorn gets the steal. Brockschmidt thought about the corner three. Dribbles into double coverage instead. Now this is Elijah Thomas. Off the front of the iron, no good. Alhorn comes flying in for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. He's got to dive for it. And it'll be out of bounds on the hustle play from Rylan Alhorn. It'll be a Brown County basketball. Malumba checks back in here for Beardstown. Jack Anderson checks back in along with Noah Ingram here for Brown County. Brown County is desperate for some answers to get through this Beardstown defense. It is suffocating right now for the guys in green. And now it's going to be a steal here for DeSalar. Picks it up, gets it to Brockschmidt. Brockschmidt goes up against Anderson. Anderson swipes and gets the foul. And Brockschmidt will go to the free throw line here for free throws. Team fourth for the Hornets here in the quarter. Second foul of the basketball game for Jack Anderson as Isaac Brockschmidt is going to go to the free throw line. Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients 18 months and older with no appointments necessary. Learn more about the services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. Markert comes in for Anderson. First free throw is up and good for Brockschmidt. He's got 4 points early in the evening here. The senior point guard takes an extra dribble. Eyes the free throw and gets it down. 5 points for Brockschmidt. 7-0 lead here for the Tigers. Hornets taking their time getting it across the time stripe, and they do now to Henry. He'll get bumped by Brockschmidt, and that'll be a foul against the Tigers. First of the quarter against Beardstown. First of the game against Isaac. And Duarte will be the inbounds man here for Brown County. A nice crowd is piled up here on a Friday evening of the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. If you've still got more dinners and things to go, we hope you enjoy the weekend here. Domitian gets it up to Brockschmidt. Brockschmidt finishes on the layup. It's going to be a turnover and a basket for the Tigers. And now they lead 9-0 with 2:46 left to go here in the first quarter. McGath with the basketball, dribbling against Domitian. Picks it up after two dribbles, gets it to Henry. Drives baseline. He's going to get fouled by Malumba as Malumba swept from behind and got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Team second for Malumba, his first. Team second for the Tigers. Malumba's first. Seitz will check down Markert. Chris Chiclizo will check in for Beardstown, and he'll sit down Malumba. Hornets inbound to Henry. Back at the volleyball line. This is McGath now on the left side, flashing through his Duarte, and they find him in the middle. He drives in between two defenders, goes up against Chiclizo, and it'll be a travel on the extra little hop from number 24. The basket is no good. It'll be a Tigers basketball instead. Brockschmidt will bring the ball across the time stripe. Gets it over now to Eliza Thomas on the right side as they work it to Domitian. 2:18 left to go here. Free throw line drive from Domitian. He's going to draw some contact, and they say it'll be a travel as he tried to step over Yager McGath. McGath comes up just a little tender on that right knee, and Eric Jones is hoping to get a substitute in. They're going to allow him the time to do it. He's going to grab number 4, Joe Miller, off the bench, the senior guard checking in here for McGath. as he'll hobble to the bench and tend to himself. Duarte falls to the floor on the inbounds try here. Now they get it into him, and they'll get it back to Henry to try and dribble through. Now it's Miller sprinting down the left sideline. 2:09 left to go here, and now Thomas gets his hand on it, and it'll be out of bounds on the hustle play from Eliza Thomas. We're here in the first quarter if you're just joining us. Unity punched their ticket into the third place game earlier tonight. So did Southeastern. Beardstown trying to make its way into the championship game here tomorrow afternoon, and now Angel Duarte loses the ball out of bounds. It's another Brown County turnover as they have just really had trouble getting around this Beardstown defense. Brockschmidt with it over to Thomas. He'll drive into two guys, nothing there. Now they kick it back out to DeSalar and work it around the perimeter. 1:51 left to go here. It's Beardstown 9, Brown County 0 as it goes off the legs of Duarte and will remain in the hands of the Tigers. Domitian will inbounds here for Beardstown. Chaclizo flashes into the lane, nothing there. They give it now to Brockschmidt out on the left side and back up to Thomas at the Tigers' paw. Whipping around, that's a long three ball from Brockschmidt, no good. Long rebound comes down into the hands of Maverick Henry, and Brockschmidt will get whistled for the foul from behind. Third team foul of the quarter for Beardstown. For Brockschmidt, that'll be his second. Alhorn will come in. Brockschmidt will take a seat here. Brown County hoping for an answer through this big full court pressure from Beardstown here. It's going to be Duarte, tries to dribble it around. Domitian anticipates it and intercepts, and now here come the Tigers back on the attack. DeSalar in the corner, thought about the three, gives it to Domitian in the corner. Tigers are overloaded here on the left side. Whipping it around, Chaclizo, back to Thomas, now down to Domitian. Thomas will fire one up. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. Alhorn with the offensive rebound, back to number one. He'll dribble in. Nice spin move. Nothing there now. He tries to go up. Can't find anything. Now down to Chaclizo. His jumper no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Maverick Henry. He gets tripped up by Thomas, and Thomas will get whistled for the foul. Fourth of the quarter against Beardstown. For Thomas, it'll be his first personal foul. And now Eric Anderson's going to grab into his bench here. He's going to grab Jordy Conda. Number 5, the junior guard, along with number 4, the senior guard, is Gavin Epping. They'll get him to formally check in, and he'll step onto the court here. Thomas and Chaclizo will take a seat. 51 seconds left to go here. Brown County still trying to find its way onto the scoreboard, and it won't happen on that possession as Angel Duarte is called for the steps. They'll get everybody set here. Conda will be the ball handler and get things going for the Tigers offense. Different look here and a different rotation for Beardstown with Brockschmidt on the bench along with Thomas. Skip pass over to Epping. They whip it back around. This is Conda, and he'll get steps called on him. He thought about that three-pointer and just thought a little too far ahead without maybe taking that extra dribble. 35 seconds left to go here. Hornets basketball again. Ethan Heller's going to check back into the basketball game here for the first time tonight. Number 35, the junior guard, tight end on the football team, as Domitian will take a seat. .32 seconds left to go here in the first half. Duarte trying to dribble through double coverage, loses the basketball and just kind of holds on to it with his legs. As Epping was in there as well, Duarte didn't have anything else to do but just hold on to it and squeeze onto it with his legs. Well, there's a will, there's a way to get the jump ball. It's going to be Brown County basketball here with 27 seconds left. And now they get it to Duarte. Duarte bumps into Alhorn, goes off the rim, no good. Alhorn comes down with the rebound, 20 seconds. Here comes DeSalar. He and Conda up high. They get it now to Heller down on the left side. 10 seconds left to go here in the opening frame. Heller down in the corner to Epping. 6 seconds. 4 seconds. 3. Somebody's got to get a shot off. It's DeSalar. High off the rim and no good. And we've reached the end of our first quarter of play. Beardstown leads Brown County 9-0 after one quarter. We're coming back with second quarter play-by-play here in 60 seconds.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Pressures on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressures on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressures on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Tigers hold the Hornets scoreless here in the first quarter. They've got a 9-0 lead. Jared French has a look at your first quarter shooting statistics.
Brown County was 0 for 2 from the field. Beardstown was 3 for 15 and 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Neither team off to a fantastic offensive start here. It's been a first quarter plagued with a lot of turnovers on both sides as the Tigers defense has been suffocating here for the Hornets. And on the opposite side, Beardstown sometimes getting a little too fast for their own good and throwing the ball away as well. Eric Anderson might have forgotten to get the substitutes in here between the quarters as four guys go to check in now, and they say you can't do that until the next dead ball. So it's going to be the same five for Beardstown that we're ending the quarter. That's Heller, DeSalar, Conda, Alhorn, and Epping. The rest of the starters here look to be checking in on the next dead ball. Now a nice little dish. They try to get it into Alhorn, but instead Ingram comes up with it as a turnover for Beardstown. A lot of contact as Henry found Conda there as he went across the timeline. Got rid of it, got it to Seitz, and the ball gets tied up, and it'll be a Beardstown basketball. Or excuse me, it's a Hornets basketball. Starting five now back on the court here as Malumba, Brockschmidt, Demetian, and Thomas check back in for Beardstown. Just underway in the second quarter here if you're joining us late. We're just glad you're joining us on a wonderful Black Friday of Thanksgiving weekend. Duarte with it. Drives into the lane. Jump stop, almost lost the basketball, gets it to Seitz. Seitz knocks it down for three, and Brown County is on the board on a three-pointer from Tanner Seitz. 7:15 left to go here. It's a 9-3 lead for Beardstown. They've got the basketball on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Malumba with the basketball, dishes it into Alhorn. Alhorn goes up with it. He can't finish, goes up and over, and they say that'll be a foul on Alhorn, and we'll go the other way with it. First team foul of the quarter against Beardstown. Alhorn will pick up the foul. That's his first personal foul. Team fouls reset at every quarter here now in Illinois high school basketball. We'll shoot free throws after 5. This Beardstown defense is just causing all sorts of problems for Brown County. It'll be another Hornets turnover here. And Beardstown will get a chance to extend this 6-point lead. It'll be a long pass into the backcourt for Brockschmidt as he'll take it up, guarded by Joe Miller. Takes a few dribbles. Now this is Elijah Thomas. The speedy guard gives it off to Demetian. Nice dump down into Alhorn. He can't handle the pass, though. It's a loose ball, and Demetian comes back up with it. Malumba, spin move up with the left hand. He gets called for the travel. Brown County will inbound here once again. They trail by 6. It's a 9-3 basketball game with 6:30 left in the opening half. As both teams have just had a little bit of a bugaboo here trying to get the ball in the hoop. They've got to get the basketball now. They zip it across to Duarte. This is Noah Ingram on the left side. He's got to find somebody and gets it back to a ball handler, Maverick Henry. Henry with the basketball, dribbling to the left side, gets rid of it. Skip pass to the corner here to Seitz. He's going to dribble in. Seitz goes high off the glass, rolls around, bounces off the rim, no good. Christy Domitian will pick up the rebound. Brockschmidt gets bumped by Miller, and they say Miller will get called for the whistle here. First team foul of the quarter against Brown County. For Miller, that's going to be his first personal foul. You're live on Central Illinois Sports from night number 4 of the 7th Annual Beardstown Tiger Classic. Brian Shoemaker, Jared French, Gavin Hilgenbrink, your team here all week long at Beardstown. As Rylan Alhorn gets the ball in the entry pass, goes up with the right hand. He's going to get fouled by Noah Ingram. And they say that might be a foul on the floor here.
Brown County foul. Noah Ingram, his first, team second.
And it will be. It's going to be second foul of the quarter here against Brown County. For Ingram, it's his first, and they say that one's on the floor, so it'll be inbounds opportunity here for the Tigers. Brockschmidt, the trigger man, throws it all the way back. Malumba lets that one go after he got caught on that backdoor or backcourt violation earlier. He'll bring it across. The big, lanky forward goes in with the left hand, no good. Ingram gets the rebound. We see McGath come out of what appeared to be the locker room now. He looks to be walking a little bit better. He's been off the court for quite a while after coming down hard on that right leg. Basketball will go out of bounds and remain possession here of the Hornets as McGath will check back in for the first time in a long time. Henry will get a break. Duarte will be the inbound man here with 5:21. It's a box set here for the Hornets. Miller with the basketball, tries to zip it into Duarte. That pass was just a little too low and a little too hard to grab. It'll be another turnover here for Brown County. DeSalar will check back in. Rylan Alhorn will check out. 5:16 left to go here. In the second quarter, Beardstown leads 9-3 over Brown County. Brockschmidt drives in, Euro step up with the right hand on the underneath shot, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Tanner Seitz. Every time Brown County thinks they have found a seam, there is a guy in a white jersey ready to stop them. They finally get one down, and there's a pass from Joe Miller to Noah Ingram, and Brown County cuts in. It's a 9-5 basketball game here. Brockschmidt drives baseline. Now he gets it off to Malumba. Out to Domitian. Drives in, kicks back out to number 2. Thinks about the drive. Now he takes it in. And he's going to get caught for steps here. We're going to show you that last basket for Brown County here on the Northwestern
Brown
Mutual
County
replay. Thinks they have found a seam.
As
There
they
is a
quickly
guy
get
in a
it
white
zipped
jersey
down
ready
from
to
Joe
stop
Miller.
him. They
Down to
finally
Noah
get
Ingram.
one down, and we'll take you back to live action here. 9-5 now. Brown County's got to get past the full court pressure. Now they get it to McGath. He'll dribble in. And they say that will be a travel as well. .4:17 left to go here in the second quarter. Brockschmidt has 7 points to lead Beardstown. Seitz has 3 of the 5 for Brown County, and Noah Ingram has the other 2 as Joe Miller takes a seat. And it's Beardstown basketball on their side of the court. DeSalar guarded by Seitz in the left corner. They'll work it out to the team's talented senior guard, and Brockschmidt goes up on the spin move with the right hand, no good. Malumba came down with the loose ball. He throws it away now, and here comes Seitz. Brown County's got numbers. Seitz tries to get past Domitian, picks it back up, goes up, and it's good. Tanner Seitz with the bucket. It's a 9-7 ball game as Tanner Seitz has 5 of the 7 for Brown County. For all of the struggles and woes that have plagued the Brown County Hornets here in the first half, as Malumba knocks one down for the answer, they only trail by 4. Malumba comes in and gets a steal right after the basket. This is Thomas with the basketball. Brockschmidt thought about that long 3. He drives in against Henry instead. Hesitation, kicks it back out now. Eliza Thomas. 3 ball off the side of the iron. Noah Ingram grabs the big board with 2 hands for Brown County. Brown County frantically trying to get past this full court pressure, and now it's going to be a 10-second violation as Brown County can't get past the time stripe, and it's another turnover for the Hornets. DeSalar takes a second to tie his shoe, and while he does that, we want to tell you about Bowler's Universe. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 p.m. to midnight. They've got delicious menu items like burgers, fries, and specialty pizzas, and those delicious craft beers. Go see the gang at Bowler's Universe, way out on the west end in Pittsfield. Domitian with the basketball, steps outside of the arc. Picks it up after 3 dribbles and gives it back to Brockschmidt. He'll hesitate. Thought about the step-back jumper at the free throw line. It wasn't there either. They'll reset with the DeSalar at the top of the arc. Domitian drives into the lane, goes up hard, and they say that'll be a ball-carrying violation. He got his hand underneath and been back on top. Checking in here for Beardstown, number 23, Tanner Riddle, the junior forward. We have not seen Tanner really much in the lineup since the opening night, Jared. I think he got a few minutes here Wednesday. But we have not seen him much here except for Monday. And now we're going to get a Beardstown foul here. Eliza Thomas is going to get whistled. His second personal, team second. 2:29 left to go here in the first half. Long three ball from Maverick Henry. Maverick Henry knocks it down. And now it's an 11-10 ball game as Maverick Henry gets his first 3 of the contest. Brockschmidt with the basketball. Dribbles between the legs. Step back 3 is pure for Isaac Brockschmidt. 14-10 on a really pretty shot from Isaac Brockschmidt. Just like that, Beardstown finds the answer. And now it's going to go out of bounds through the hands of Seitz. It'll be a turnover against the Hornets. 1:57 left to go here in the first half. Anderson frantically grabs DeSalar off the bench. And he'll get Christy Domitian in to take a breather and get a little more offensive options here on this set. Brockschmidt, Thomas, Riddle, Malumba, and DeSalar on the floor here for Beardstown. Henry, McGath, Seitz, Duarte, and Ingram on the floor for Brown County. And that'll be a travel as DeSalar got caught dragging the feet. Drew Marker checks back in for Brown County. Getting a breather on the bench will be Tanner Seitz. Epping will come back in for Beardstown. And Eliza Thomas will get a quick drink. Just over 90 seconds left to go here in the first half. McGath with the basketball. Fake, one dribble, picks it up. Now he quickly gets it to Duarte at midcourt. They zip it down, Noah Ingram. He goes up with it. No good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Malumba. Exuse Malumba. Down to Zach DeSalar. Brockschmidt peeks back at the clock. Sees there's a minute 17 left here, and he'll take the pick from Malumba. On the roll, nothing there. Instead, he drives in, gives it back up to Epping. Epping's 10-footer no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Drew Marker. 1:05 left to go. Now they find Ingram. Ingram finishes it off as they caught sleeping there on the defensive side, and Noah Ingram was left all alone. It's a 14-12 ball game with 50 seconds left here in the first half. Brockschmidt with it, steps back from the free throw line. That's a two-point attempt, excuse me. 2 points off 2 feet. It's all good for 2. McGath comes flying in, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Markert. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Beardstown foul will be the 3rd of the quarter against the Tigers. DeSalar picks up his first personal. Markert will go to the free throw line here. While that happens, we want to remind you about Farm and Home Supply. Snacks and hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs. No other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Be sure to check out that Black Friday sale they've got going on this weekend. Alhorn, Domitian, and Thomas will check back in for the Tigers. First free throw is up and good for Drew Markert, the junior forward. Eyes up the second attempt here. It is a quiet gym in Beardstown. Second goes in and out. Rebounded by Alhorn. Beardstown will get the basketball, barring a jump ball or another change of possession here to begin the third. They'll see if they can get a 2-for-1 here on the offensive side with this possession. Dribbling at midcourt is Brockschmidt. Now to Thomas. Back over to Brockschmidt. 3-ball on the way from Isaac. Brockschmidt is good. Isaac Brockschmidt knocks it down, and that's how we end the first half. We'll take another look at it here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Back over to Brockschmidt. Gets the pick from Thomas. 3-ball on the way from Isaac Brockschmidt, and that's how we go to half. Here it's Beardstown 19, Brown County 13. We've reached the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. We'll be back with some halftime statistics and more here in 2 minutes.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Well, after a wild and wacky half, Isaac Brockschmidt knocks down a 3 at the end of the second quarter to give Beardstown a 19-13 lead here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Jared French has a look at all of your halftime statistics.
First for the Brown County Hornets, they finished the first half 5 of 11 from the floor for 45%. And 1 for 2 from the free throw line for 50%. Beardstown was 7 for 26 from the floor for 26% and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. They are led in scoring by Isaac Brockschmidt with 15, Malumba with 2, and Eliza Thomas with 2.
You're watching us live here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Little Jess, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. You can learn more online at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see the gang in person at 3431 Main Street. Tell them the guys from Central Illinois Sports sent you. Well, Brown County was held scoreless in the first quarter and trailed 9-0. They have outpaced the Tigers here in the second, 13-10, and trail by 9 after the three-pointer from Brockschmidt here at the end of the quarter. For Brown County, it has been a struggle to get the ball down the court. Beardstown's defense has been quite suffocating against the Hornets. They've started to figure some things out, started to find some seams in this full court press, which to their credit, we have seen other teams do throughout the week here when Beardstown throws on this full court press. They've been able to find some guys down in the basket. They've also been able to make some things happen on the offensive side thanks to the hands of Tanner Seitz and Noah Ingram. However, they've got to find a way to cut down on those turnovers if they're going to have a chance to sneak one out here. On the Beardstown side, they've had a lot of chances to be ahead by a lot more than 6. They missed a lot of easy open shots and layups there in the first quarter that normally have fallen for them the rest of this week. So we'll see if the guys from Beardstown are able to get a little more rhythm and continuity offensively. Defensively, they've been everywhere on the court. You've seen guys like Christy Domitian get his hands in the passing lanes along with the big lanky Exuse Malumba, who is a real pesky player on the defensive side here for Beardstown. You're watching the Little Jess Halftime Show on Central Illinois Sports. Beardstown leads Brown County 19-13. We'll be back getting you ready for the second half here in 2 minutes.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
We welcome you back here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Halftime Show. It's a 19-13 lead for the Beardstown Tigers. We will be back here tomorrow morning on air, probably around 10:45. We will begin our day with the 7th-place contest scheduled to tip off at 11 a.m. The Hartsburg-Emden Stags will be in that contest. We are unsure who will be in it on this side from the Blackpool, as Hartsburg-Emden finished pool play 0-3 after a loss tonight here earlier to the Unity Mustangs. The 12:30 contest will be our 5th-place game. Rushville Industry will be in that contest. They were not in action tonight. They went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in pool play here. We'll also figure out who's going to be, that should be against the Galesburg sophomore Silver Streaks, barring any crazy shakeups here in pool play. The 2 o'clock game will be our 3rd-place game. That's going to be the Unity Mustangs taking on the Southeastern Suns. And the West Central Cougars will be in the championship game coming up at 3 p.m. Beardstown would like to be the opponent against them. They've got to still pull out one here in the second half tonight. Just about 2 minutes left here in the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Halftime Show. We remind you, Central Illinois Sports will be the exclusive home for the IESA State Championships in girls and boys basketball and girls volleyball this year. That begins next Saturday. We will have staff on site at all 4 class locations for 7th grade girls basketball state quarterfinals and semifinals, and then we'll return the following Thursday for the championship third place games. We'll do that again the next weekend for the 8th grade girls, and then when we get into February, we'll be on site for the 7th and 8th grade boys as well, and then into March, it'll be girls volleyball, and we'll have staff for the championships for 7th and 8th grade there as well. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. When we come back, it's second half action between the Tigers and Hornets here on Central Illinois Sports.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. Dot Food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose Dot.
I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
We will pay the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
It is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Tigers will get the basketball here to begin the second half. Starting 5 on the court for both sides here, as Exuse Malumba will be the inbound man to get things going here in the third. Brockschmidt will take the inbounds, and we're underway here in the third period. 6-point lead for the Tigers as they quickly try to get things into Alhorn. Nice inbounds play. Alhorn can't finish. And Thomas will get whistled for the double dribble after the offensive rebound. Maverick Henry will inbound here for Brown County as he gets it to McGath. McGath will try and dribble through this defense here. This has been a stifling Beardstown press tonight for the Hornets. They toss it down. Alhorn gets his hands in the passing lane and tips it away from Ingram, but it'll remain to the guys in green and gold. Nice crowd has filed in here, and we'll expect to see some nice crowds tomorrow and some competitive basketball all day long as teams will match up in our 7th, 5th, 3rd, and championship games in the crossover pool play tomorrow. This is Duarte, gets it at the free throw line, goes up with the runner, no good. Anderson comes down with it. He goes up. He can't finish, but he will get fouled and go to the free throw line. This is going to be a foul on Alhorn. First of the quarter against Beardstown. For Alhorn, that'll be his second personal foul here. Jack Anderson will be the man at the free throw line here for Brown County as we're underway in the first minute. Misses the first free throw. While that gets reset, we'll tell you about Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. That's the Pike County Express. Second free throw for Anderson is good. It's 19-14 here. As Brockschmidt will get it down on the Tigers' offensive side. Behind the back dribble, goes baseline now against Maverick Henry. Up and under with the right hand is no good. Alhorn fighting along with Henry for the rebound, and the Tigers get it. Brockschmidt, three-point on the second chance try is good, and Brockschmidt gets it. Claps his hands in a little bit of excitement and maybe a little bit of frustration at the same time, but he knocks down the three, and it's a 22-14 ball game. And we're going to have a foul in the backcourt against the Tigers. Domitian gets whistled for the call. His first, team second. The Tigers are fast. The Tigers are long. And when they get flowing on this full court pressure, they are a little bit of a hard place to get out of. They get the basketball down in the short court to Ingram. He tries to get it to McGath. It's tipped away and stolen by Domitian. 6:37 left to go here in the third. It's a 22-14 ball game as Thomas off the side of the glass, no good. Loose ball is down. Anderson dives on the floor and gets it tripped up to Duarte. Duarte gets it down to Henry. Henry surveys things, gives it now to Duarte. Ball fake and drives into the lane, kicks it back out top of the key. This is Maverick from the elbow, no good. McGath comes flying in to save it. Another attempt here for Brown County. Now they get it back to McGath on the shot from Anderson. No good as it's stolen away from Brockschmidt on the baseline pass. 6:06 to go here. Brockschmidt caught underneath the hoop, tips it up, top of the key. This is Malumba. They get it back to Malumba on the pass from Thomas. He thinks about driving into the right side of the lane. Nothing there. They get it back to Eliza. 5:48 to go here in the third. Domitian, stop. Goes up with the right hand off the side of the iron. No good. Alhorn comes up with it. He goes up and gets fouled by Ingram. And Rylan Alhorn will go to the free throw line. It's going to be the first foul of the quarter against Brown County. For Ingram, it'll be his second. While we've got a break in the action, let's tell you about Adams Fiber, top-notch local computer sales and repair services. Adams Experts is your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423 for Adams Fiber. Alhorn misses the first. He'll eye up the second here tonight. And misses the second as well. Domitian comes in with a big rebound, and he's going to get bumped by Ingram, and that'll be the third foul against Noah Ingram.
That'll be on number 40, Noah Ingram, his third.
Markert's going to check back here into the game for Brown County.
Into the game for the Hornets.
DeSalar steps back out of the court for Beardstown. Rylan Alhorn will take a seat. The long flowing locks of Rylan Alhorn, held back by a white Nike headband. DeSalar comes up for the pick for Brockschmidt. He opts to go the opposite direction, drives through double coverage. They work the basketball around back to Thomas, top of the key, behind the legs dribble, goes to the right side, kicks it out now to Malumba. He'll come in with the left hand. Nice drive from Malumba, gets it in with the runner on the left side. 2 points for Exuse Malumba. It's a 24-14 ball game. Here comes Brown County. Quick pass from Duarte to Jack Anderson, and Brown County gets on the board, 24-16. As Duarte able to survey the court and finds Jack Anderson all alone. 5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Malumba drives in again. Nice spinning move, and they say it's going to be a travel. Exuse Malumba disagrees with the call and didn't necessarily see where a travel was very blatant, but the officials are closer than we are, Jared. Malumba now gets his hands in the passing lane. Brown County recovers. They get it into Marker. Marker gets it up. It's tipped away from Malumba, and here comes Thomas flying in from the backside, and he's going to get whistled on the block. And the foul for the contact. Thomas will get whistled. His third personal foul. Team third against Beardstown here in the quarter. Marker will go to the free throw line. He's got 1 point here on the evening. Points have come few and far between here tonight for Brown County. He eyes up the first and it goes through the hoop. As he gets ready for the second, we'll tell you about Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call at 217-285-4404 as Marker gets them both. Well, it's still a 6-point ball game here. Beardstown 24, Brown County 18. As Brockschmidt drives in, goes up with the right hand on the contact, and they say he'll get whistled for the travel. It has been a wacky game on both sides. McGath pushes it down to Anderson. Anderson goes baseline, picks it up, goes up with the right hand off the glass, and good for Jack Anderson. It's a 4-point basketball game here in a game that where, honestly, it feels nothing has gone right for Brown County, but they are still within striking distance here halfway through the third quarter. Malumba with it. To Thomas, back up to the Solar, top of the key. They'll whip it around. This is Brockschmidt. Dribbles into double coverage, gets tipped away from Duarte. Loose ball grabbed up by Henry. Here comes Anderson. Anderson up and under is good. Jack Anderson gets it. It's a 2-point ball game, 24-22, as the Hornets have started to find some life here. Thomas drives in, back to Brockschmidt. Long three for the answer is good. Isaac Brockschmidt knocks it down, and Eric Anderson wants a timeout. But we'll show you this last transition bucket from the loose ball. It's grabbed up by Henry. Here's going to make a ball game of it. Anderson up and under is good. Beardstown leads 27-22. We're back after this timeout.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Well, every time that Brown County has started to threaten into this contest, which they have a couple of times, they've just recently got within 2 points here on the last transition bucket by Jack Anderson. Isaac Brockschmidt has been the voice of reason on the Beardstown side, knocking down three-pointers to re-extend that Tiger lead. Beardstown's up by 5, 27-22 with 3:44 left to go here in the third period. It's going to be a Brown County basketball as Eric Anderson took the timeout. Henry will have the baseline to work with here, and the Hornets have the length of the court to go. Gets it into Duarte. Beardstown is very content to let people get that inbounds into the corners. They quickly trap you in the corners. Joe Miller loses it, gets it back up, tries to get it to Duarte. He gets it out of the lane, now back into Henry as Duarte hits the deck. Tanner Seitz checked back in on the last timeout here for Brown County. Cross-court pass to Seitz. He'll fire one up from 3. No good off the mark. Henry comes flying in, and they say he'll step out of bounds trying to keep it in play, and it'll be a Tigers basketball. Chiclizo comes back in. Domitian will take a quick seat. Brockschmidt will be the inbounds man. He's got 21 points to lead all scorers here tonight. Backdoor cut to Malumba. Goes up, contact with Drew Markert, and Drew Markert's going to draw the charge as Malumba will pick up the foul on the offensive foul. Second personal foul against Malumba. Fourth of the quarter against Beardstown. For the last 3:08 here, Brown County's in bonus. If they can get another foul, they'll go to the line for 2. Miller with the basketball. Stops at the free throw line, gets it to Seitz. Back behind him is DeMaverick Henry. Now it's back to Seitz. Stops and pops from 18, and it's good. A nice two-point jumper from Tanner Seitz. He has been the offensive spark plug that this team has needed all week long, to be truthful. Every time he comes in off the bench, he adds a little bit of go juice here for the Hornets. He's got 7 points. It's a 3-point basketball game again. Brockschmidt drives into double coverage. Loose ball. It's between him and Miller, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Brown County. McGath will check back in here for Brown County. Domitian will check in for Beardstown. This is the best stretch of basketball that we've seen out of Brown County here for most of the week. Hornets with it. Dribbling down, they get it to Duarte. Down into Markert, kicks it back up. Maverick Henry, spot 3. Off the iron, no good. Malumba with the rebound. Zeus Malumba throws it across the court to the athletic Christy Domitian. He drives in. Kicks it back out. Malumba thought about the 3, and he took one too many extra steps and gets called for another whistle. Jack Anderson will come back in for Brown County as Tanner Seitz will make his way back to the bench. Jordy Conda comes in here for Beardstown as Malumba will take a seat. Eric Anderson trying to explain to Exuse why he got whistled for the travel. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Alhorn gets his hands on it. It's Domitian. Domitian to Alhorn. Alhorn can't finish the dunk. Tigers will get another shot at it here. Thought we were going to see a little highlight there from Rylan Alhorn, but just not high enough. They get it now to Chiclizo. He gets bumped up by Anderson, loses the basketball. They get it back out to Brockschmidt. Gets tipped away from Maverick Henry, and it goes out of bounds. It'll remain Beardstown basketball here with 1:38 to go. Eliza Thomas comes back in. Conda will take a seat. Well, Brown County struggled, and then struggled some more in the early going. They have started to find a rhythm and started to find a way to stay competitive in this ball game, and they trail by 3 as Brockschmidt comes flying in, and it's going to be a charge as Drew Markert steps up and takes another one. Let's check it out on Northwestern Mutual Replay. Started to find a way to stay competitive this quarter that Drew Markert has taken. Brockschmidt comes flying in. That's going to be another foul against the Tigers. And it's going to be a Brown County basketball here. That'll be the 5th foul of the quarter against Beardstown on the offensive foul. It does not result in bonus shots. For Brockschmidt, it'll be his third personal foul. Henry picks the basketball up at the volleyball line, guarded tightly by Brockschmidt, and he's going to pick up his fourth. Brockschmidt with a little bit of frustration there after the charge. Came up with some tight defense, and now he's going to get whistled on the foul. It'll be his fourth personal foul. Malumba will come back in. Brown County will be in the bonus as they repeatedly hit the buzzer. And they're going to make sure the officials understand that it is 5 fouls against Beardstown.
Again, Isaac Brockschmidt with his fourth foul, and Brown County is in the bonus.
McGaff is going to go to the free throw line here after they've made sure that the buzzer works tonight at the Beardstown scorers table. It's 1:15 left to go here in the third quarter. McGaff goes to the line. No points on the night here for Yager McGaff. First one is up, and that one falls short, no good. Illini Express serving you with walk-in medical care when you need it. 7 a.m., 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointments necessary. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. McGaff gets the second. It's 27-25 here with 1:15 to go. With the basketball now is Domitian, guarded by Duarte. On the backdoor cut, nothing there from Chiclizo. Now he gets it to Thomas. Thomas steps back to the top of the key, drives in, right hand no good. Rebound comes down to Drew Marker, who's had a heck of a third quarter defensively for Brown County. They get it up to Anderson. Gets it to Duarte. Duarte goes up, gets fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line as Alhorn will get whistled for the foul here. For Alhorn, that should be his third personal foul. Duarte will go to the free throw line. Well, the Hornets have started to figure some things out here with just under a minute to go in the third. First free throw is up and no good as DeSalar will come back in. Remind you about RealNet and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across the street from the airport. RealNet and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or give them a call at 217-285-5013 for RealNet and Twine. Second is up. It's 27-26 ball game here. 45 seconds left to go in the third. Brockschmidt is now on the bench with 4 fouls. They get the ball to Alhorn. Tries on the backdoor cut to Malumba, but instead it's intercepted by Anderson. 30 seconds left to go. Here come the Hornets. Henry dishes it down to McGaff. Nothing there. They kick it back out to Anderson at the wing. Now they get it back to Duarte. Goes up with the right hand. No good. Rebound comes down to Markert. He gets swatted away from Alhorn. 18 seconds left to go. Hornets getting another shot at it here. Eric Jones barks out instructions for his young Hornet squad. 10 seconds. Anderson in the corner, drives baseline, they round Domitian, goes up, they kick it out, Maverick Henry. 3 ball on the way, no good. 2 seconds, 1 second. Domitian lets it fly at the quarter, and it's no good. After 3 quarters of play, we've got an exciting ball game here for the fourth. Beardstown 27, Brown County 26. Stick around for the fourth quarter here, coming up on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey, grab me one too.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the largest selection of gun safes in the tri-state area. That's right, everything from the vaults, vault doors, and safe accessories. Only the quality brands like Fort Knox, American Security, Browning, and Liberty. Come in and check out the displays or go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection online as well.
Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
The Hornets have made a game of it. It's 27-26, Beardstown with the lead. Jared, how have we shot after 3 quarters?
Brown County was 4 for 9 in that third quarter from the field and 4 for 8 from the free throw line. The Tigers were 3 for 8 from the floor and 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Well, it's going to be Beardstown basketball here to start the fourth quarter on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard at halftime at the Gene Bergschneider tournament in New Berlin. The host Pretzels lead North Mac. Get this one, 18-8 at halftime. Now, if you've been following New Berlin basketball the past couple of years, that's not unexpected to see some low scores like that. Now we're going to get a jump ball as Alhorn went up with it, and Duarte got his hands wrapped around it. It'll be Hornets basketball here on the alternating arrow. 18-8 at halftime. Shot clock enthusiasts rejoice about that one. McGath with the basketball as Duarte essentially posting up in the middle now, trying to get the basketball against Malumba. They get it into Anderson. Anderson goes up and he'll get fouled by Alhorn. And the Brown County bench, the Brown County players, and the Brown County fans are loving what they're seeing right now out of this team in green. For Alhorn, it's going to be his fourth. So Brockschmidt's got 4, Alhorn's got 4, and Anderson goes to the free throw line. Brown County can take the lead here with 7:40 left in the ball game. They're going to miss the first one. And now we see Brockschmidt re-enter the game. Adams Fiber provides the local best ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi 6 and internet package speeds up to 1 gigabit. That means you'll never have trouble watching us live here on Central Illinois Sports. Follow thefiber.net to learn more about Adams Fiber. Second one from Anderson is up, rolls around and down, and Anderson just kind of leans with it and rocks with it to get it go down in the rim. 27-27, we are tied. And what has been a very helter-skelter, but turning out to be a fun basketball game here in Beardstown. Nice little dish from Brockschmidt into Malumba. Anderson tries to get his hands on it. Gets it back out to Brockschmidt. Goes off the back of the iron. Domitian gets the rebound. Tigers will get a second chance here. Malumba's got it. He fires up a 3. The lefty misses off to the right side of the rim. And there's going to be a foul on the rebound. Foul is going to go against Domitian. His second, team second here. 7:15 left to go. Brown County trailed at 9-0 at the end of the first quarter. Didn't even get a point in the first frame. They find themselves now here in a dogfight. 27-27 with 7:15 left to go. Isaac Brockschmidt taking a second to tie his shoe. And they grant the senior point guard the opportunity to do that. Brown County will inbound here. It's McGath with the basketball, faced up by Eliza Thomas. McGath, crossover dribble, gets to the middle of the lane, gets tripped up, almost loses the basketball. Henry picks it up. Henry drives in, dishes it down to Anderson. He goes up with it. Jack Anderson knocks it down, and Brown County has the lead, 29-27, with just under 7 to go in this one. How we have got here, as they used to say in the old Tootsie Roll commercials, the world may never know. Thomas fires up a 3. It's good for Eliza Thomas. Beardstown regains the lead 30-29. McGath with the basketball. He'll drive down the sideline. Gets back into the center of the court. Now they get it to Duarte. Free throw line. Dumps it down to Markert. Nice little dish from Duarte to Drew Markert. Brown County regains the lead 31-30. Brockschmidt with the basketball. Whips it back around to Thomas. Stops and pops from the 3. Eliza Thomas back-to-back 3s, and he waves one up to the sky as Beardstown takes a 2-point lead on back-to-back trays from Eliza Thomas. Thomas now has 8 points. McGath picks the basketball up at midcourt, gets it to Maverick Henry. 5:56 left to go in this one. And there's going to be a timeout called by Eric Anderson. It's an Adams Fiber Network timeout. Top-notch local computer sales and repair services. Adams Expert is your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423 for the Adams Fiber Network timeout. We'll be back with 30 seconds.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Eric Jones took the timeout as Eliza Thomas knocked down back-to-back threes. We've been bouncing back and forth with the lead changes here in the fourth quarter. The Tigers are up by 2 over the Hornets, 33-31, 5:50 left to go here on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports. We've been here all week. We'll be back tomorrow to wrap up this tournament with crossover tournament trophy play beginning at 11 a.m. with the 7th place contest. Maverick Henry gets the inbound in the corner. Takes a few dribbles and hands it off to the man with the hot hand this quarter. That's Jack Anderson. They get it down to Duarte. Drives in, jump stop, up with the right hand, and then as Brockschmidt literally has to just give up the defensive assignment as he's got 4 fouls, and they really can't afford to lose him here for the last 5.5 minutes. We'll see how Brown County is able to take advantage of that here in the last portion of the game. Pass from Thomas. He was trying to find either Malumba or Domitian. Didn't find either one. Instead, he found the Hornets. Henry picked the basketball up. He's got to get rid of it. Now it's going to be a jump ball as Domitian got his hands on it. Jump ball in the alternating possession will belong to the Tigers. So resetting the scene here for you, Brockschmidt and Rylan Alhorn both have 4 fouls for Beardstown. Jared, I don't believe anybody is in any significant trouble for Brown County at this point. And now we're going to pick up a foul here for the Hornets. Foul's going to go against Drew Markert. That's going to be his first personal of the game. It's the first of the quarter. As we remind you, 5 team fouls will equal 2 free throws moving forward here. Malumba with the basketball. Kicks it back up to Thomas. He fires up another 3. Doesn't find anything that time, and it'll go out of bounds. And it'll be a Hornets basketball here. Tied up at 33. 4:59 to go. Beardstown trying to punch its ticket to the championship contest tomorrow. The West Central Cougars are waiting in the wings to find out who they'll play. Bounce pass to Duarte. He drives in. A little hesitation. Gets it into Markert. He can't finish on the layup try. Rebound comes down to the hands of Malumba. Here comes Beardstown now. Brockschmidt sailing down the right side of the court. Looks for the pick. Gets it from Malumba. Spins around. Goes back baseline. Nice move up from Brockschmidt with the left hand. He won't finish, but he will go to the free throw line here for Troop. Brown County foul will be their second of the quarter. It'll be Markert's second personal. Brockschmidt goes to the free throw line. 21 points tonight for the senior point guard here in Beardstown. Gets the first. Beardstown takes back the lead 44-33. Alhorn will check back in. Bowlers Universe, Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m., 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, and Saturdays, 4 to midnight. Burgers, fries, specialty pizzas, and those delicious craft beers. Go see the guys and enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe on the west end of Pittsfield. Second one is up and good for Brockschmidt. Beardstown back to a 2-point lead here. Crossover by McGath, almost stolen away from Thomas. He picks it up, now has to throw it into double coverage, but Domitian gets his hands on it. Here comes Beardstown. It's Brockschmidt up with the left hand, finishes it on the layup. Isaac Brockschmidt gives the Tigers a 4-point lead. McGath with the basketball. Picks it up at the elbow, and this is Henry. 3-ball on the way, no good. Jack Anderson gets the rebound, and after a little bump, he's going to do a little hop, and they say that'll be a travel against Jack Anderson. Zach DeSalar will check back in for Beardstown. Rylan Alhorn will take a seat here as they may do a little offense-defense on Eric Anderson's side. to keep these guys in the contest with 4 fouls apiece. Brockschmidt with the basketball. Points out directions to his squad. Marker, the man guarding him. Crossover dribble. Tries to go up and under. Nothing there. They get it to Domitian. Now this is Thomas on the left side. They'll kick the basketball back out to midcourt, and Brockschmidt will reset here with 3.5. He drives in, up with the right hand. Brockschmidt rolls around the rim, no good. Thomas gets the rebound. Another chance here for the Tigers. Domitian with it. Finds Malumba on the backdoor cut. Malumba gets the deuce. Domitian gets the dime. On a pretty play, it's 39-33. 3:15 left to go here in this one. Nice pass from Christie to Domitian. This is Duarte. Anderson picks it up after the loose ball. Anderson goes up with it. He finishes. 39-35. 2:58 left to go. Brockschmidt very content to let the clock drain a little bit here as he walks it up the court. McGath will quickly meet him at the half-court line. Brockschmidt, step back 2 from 18 feet is pure, and Isaac Brockschmidt knocks down another clutch basket. He's got 27 of the Tigers' 41. Marker dribbles it off somebody's leg. It gets picked back up by Henry. Now they get it back to Marker. Drives into the lane, stops from 8 feet, dishes it off to Anderson. He goes up and under, no good. Off the glass, and the rebound comes down to Malumba. 2:20 left to go. It hasn't been the prettiest basketball game in the world, but it has been a lot of fun to watch. Thomas with the basketball. Dribbling around, trying to get around the sights of Maverick Henry. 2:03 left to go. Malumba at the free throw line. Dribbles out. Now back out the top of the key. Goes up against Drew Markert. Up and under. May have had an open shot, but instead gives it to Thomas. Bounces off the rim, no good. No shot as Eric Anderson is going to take a timeout. And we're going to take it 2. It's going to be a full timeout. We will be back here in 60 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome. And then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Go team go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, Eric Anderson took the full timeout. Gets his team reset here with 150 as the Tigers are up by 6, 41-35 on the Pike County Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Brockschmidt will be the inbound man here. It'll be a stack look for the Tigers. Malumba, Thomas, Domitian, and Alhorn in that order. They quickly get it into Alhorn underneath the block, tries to push around on Markert. Markert will draw the foul, and Alhorn will go to the free throw line.
Alhorn will go to the line for 2 shots. Brown County foul on number 12, Drew Markert.
For Markert, that's going to be his third, team number 3 against the Hornets. Alhorn goes to the line, trying to extend this Tiger lead. First shot is up, rolls around the rim, and no good. Pike County Real Estate and Auction, PCRE, is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois or Northeast Missouri. If you're looking to buy, sell, or auction farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property, you've got the right guys. PCRErealestate.com, or give them a call 217-285-5800. Well, the Hornets are going to get the basketball back here out of bounds after 2 missed free throws from Alhorn. Neither team has really excelled at the free throw line tonight either. Anderson thought he was going to get McGath streaking in, threw it in to the lane, and instead found one of the guys in white. 1:30 left to go. Beardstown up by 6. And McGath is going to foul Brockschmidt, and Brockschmidt is going to pick up.
His first, team fourth.
It's not the 5th foul, it'll be the 4th. So McGath picks up the foul, his first, team number 4. Brown County is in the bonus the remainder of the way here. Or Beardstown, excuse me, in the bonus rest of the way. Thomas has got the basketball. He's guarded out here by Henry. Thomas almost loses it, picks it up. Gets it out to Brockschmidt at the volleyball line, 1:15 to go. Officials do a count. Eric Jones, Justin Volk barking out instructions here, and now it's going to be a foul, and Brockschmidt will go to the free throw line. McGath second, Brown County's 5th. 2 shots coming up here for Isaac Brockschmidt, who's already got 27 points tonight. He'll be a shoe-in for the all-tournament team here, announced at the end of the afternoon tomorrow in Beardstown. First one is up and good, give him 28. Alhorn comes back in. DeSalar will check out. Beardstown trying to hold on here. 1:04 left to go. Brown County feverishly trying to claw their way back in. Second one is up and good. Make it an 8-point ball game. It's McGath. He'll sprint down against Malumba. 59 seconds left to go. Brown County's got to get a shot fast. Instead, it gets tipped away. Here comes Demetian. Demetian picks it up on the Beardstown side. They'll get it out to Brockschmidt, and he'll be content to let the clock go for just a second. It's a game of keep away right now. He'll drive down in, goes up, gives it to Alhorn. Alhorn goes up and gets fouled, and Rylan Alhorn will go up to the free throw line with a chance to essentially ice this one out.
Rylan Alhorn will go to the line for 2 shots. Brown County foul, number 2, Jack Anderson.
Anderson will pick up the foul. It's his 3rd personal. 40 seconds left to go here in the contest. We've got a free throw violation, I believe, against the Tigers. So the shot was missed anyway. Will not count. Epping is ready to check in here for Alhorn if he makes it. Second one's up and good. So Alhorn will step out. Epping will check in. It's a 9-point contest now with 40 seconds left to go. Beardstown looking like they're going to be in the 3 o'clock game tomorrow afternoon unless Brown County can pull off some sort of quick run here. Henry might be the start to that as he knocks it down for 3. It's 44-38. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back for the finish of this one on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
We'll reset the scene for you here. Beardstown leads by 6, 44-38 with 32.7 seconds left. Beardstown has 2 team fouls. Brown County has 5, and the Tigers are in the bonus. 1 time out left for Brown County. Beardstown still has 2 on the board. DeSalar will be the inbounds man. He's got the length of the baseline to run. Brockschmidt trying to get in. He's double teamed. Now it's going to be a touchdown pass to Brockschmidt. He gets it up in the lane, and it's in. And Isaac Brockschmidt gets it on the touchdown pass from Zach DeSalar. Let's take a look at it. Pass to Brockschmidt. He gets it up in the lane, and it's in. The foul is going to come on from McGath. McGath's foul will be his 3rd of the contest. Epping will check back in along with Demetian. It's a 46-38 lead, and now Beardstown looking like they are in the catbird seat on what has been a extremely wild, extremely wacky ball game here in Beardstown. Brockschmidt misses it. He's got 31 on the night. Hornets on the run here. They've got to get a shot up fast. Anderson sprints into the lane, goes up, gets the layup. Eric Jones lets the clock go. They're going to have to foul quickly. They try to get the turnover, and instead Eric Anderson will take the timeout. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout, and we'll come back in 30 seconds.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Anderson takes the timeout. It's a 46-40 ball game after Jack Anderson sprints down and gets a quick layup here, and then Beardstown was struggling a little bit to get the basketball down the court. We've seen this kind of sprint formation before. We'll see how it goes as DeSalar is going to be the inbounds man. It's a run down the line. Brockschmidt comes back, and he's going to get fouled with 14.7 left to go as Duarte will pick up his second personal.
Brown County foul, number 24, Angel Duarte.
Isaac Brockschmidt, 31 of the team 46 points here tonight. Looking to ice this one away here for Beardstown. To the Hornets' credit, they have fought back from what was an extremely rough start to make this a ball game here tonight. Brockschmidt misses the first free throw. Alhorn checks back in along with Demetian. McGath parks it way down here in the corner. Nobody's really taken a look at him. McGath is all the way down here. Now the Tigers start to scoot back just a hair, but they still really don't see McGath. Rebound is no good. Anderson just fires it down. The play was there, but it gets intercepted by Eliza Thomas. Everything was executed except the pass was just not long enough. Thomas will walk the basketball across the time stripe. The Hornets will concede, and that's going to be the ball game. Beardstown advances to the championship game tomorrow night of its own tournament. A 46-40 winner over the Brown County Hornets. Brown County will come back at 11 a.m. to take on the Hartsburg-Emden Stags. Beardstown will get the West Central Cougars tomorrow. We have reached the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. We'll be back with final statistics and wrap up this night of pool play coming up here in 2 minutes.
Once or twice a year I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
Yeah.
What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together. I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
We welcome you back on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Illini Community Hospital, serving the community since 1942 with excellent healthcare services. From primary and specialty care to emergency medicine, Illini is here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. Well, for what was a wild and wacky nightcap game here tonight, Beardstown able to hold on and claim a 46-40 win over the Brown County Hornets to punch their ticket into tomorrow afternoon's championship contest against the West Central Cougars. Jared French has all of our final shooting and scoring statistics here this evening.
First for the Brown County Hornets, they finished the game 15 of 26 from the field for 57% and 6 for 12 from the free throw line for 50%. They were led in scoring by Jack Anderson with 14, Tanner Seitz with 7, Maverick Henry with 6, Drew Markert with 5, Noah Ingram 4, Angel Diarte with 3, and Yager McGaff with 1. For Beardstown, they finished the game 16 of 44 from the field and 7 for 15 from the free throw line for 46%. They were led in scoring by Isaac Brockschmidt with 31 points, Elijah Thomas with 8, Exuse Malumba with 6, and Rylan Alhorn with 1.
Time to name our Derek Harris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Player of the Game. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game here on Central Illinois Sports. Well, pretty easy answer here tonight for the Player of the Game, Jared. Isaac Brockschmidt. You beat me to it. Another 30-point-plus performance here for the senior point guard. We will say this all season long anytime we see Beardstown or talk about Beardstown. All of the all-area, all-player talk this season is going to Zach Evans, and it's very duly awarded.
Yes.
But this Brockschmidt kid, folks, he's a great player. This is a great point guard. Able to knock down clutch shots when he needs to, able to get the ball down the court. Would have liked to see him hit a few more free throws here and there, but hey, we're all not perfect from that charity stripe. But a real team leader, a fantastic basketball player. He is our Edward Jones Financial Advisement Player of the Game here tonight, Isaac Brockschmidt, as he leads the Tigers to the championship game tomorrow night. Let's run down the schedule for you. Beginning at 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be here on the air around 10:45. Jared will bring some bacon and breakfast for us, I'm hoping.
The first game tomorrow is Brown County taking on Hardsburg-Emden at 11. Mm-hmm. At 12:30 is Galesburg Sophomores against Rushville Industry. In the third place game is Augusta Southeastern taking on Mendon Unity. And in the championship game is Beardstown taking on West Central.
Well, Jared, I think we've got 4 games that are pretty good matchups here tomorrow.
Yes.
We've ran into some blowouts here this week. We've had a few good close contests, but I think as it all played out, maybe as it should in pool play, you're going to see Brown County and Hartsburg-Emden, 2 teams that have had some flashes of brilliance here and there, just have not gotten a lot of things going for themselves this week, and now they'll find themselves in an opportunity to maybe play some like-minded competition there and find themselves in an opportunity to win tomorrow. I think when you start to look at the 5th place contest, which will be between the Galesburg Sophomores and the Rushville Industry Rockets. It's really the same type of situation. Both teams have really kind of struggled offensively here this week, but both in a spot maybe they can compete against each other. We get to the third place game between Unity and Southeastern. That might be our most interesting game of the day. It's not the championship game, but it's definitely the most interesting game where you've got two teams with very balanced scoring. You've got two teams that really like to play defense. It may not be the most high-scoring ball game we're going to see this week, but it might be the toughest ball game we see. And then you're going to get into our championship game. That's going to be Zach Evans and the West Central Cougars taking on Isaac Brockschmidt and the Beardstown Tigers. And what you see in the Cougar squad, of course, is the all-area candidate in Evans, a real defensive stalwart in Chance Little, and a very deep roster for West Central. On the Beardstown side, you see a lot of what you see tonight. A team that's very long, a team that's very fast, a team that is very good in anticipating where the basketball is going to be tossed. West Central is going to have to be on their game passing the basketball tomorrow afternoon, as Beardstown does a great job of anticipating where that pass is going to go. There are shooting threats in Eliza Thomas and many others. You've got the length of Malumba, the strength of Domitian inside. It's an interesting matchup. Jared, what are your thoughts about our championship game coming up tomorrow afternoon?
Battle of the heavyweights.
A battle of the heavyweights, and that's exactly what we want in a championship contest. We're going to be on the air at 10:45 tomorrow. We hope you'll join us. Make yourself a little plate of bacon and eggs. Get yourself a mimosa or whatever your favorite brunch drink is, and get settled in with us for a nice day of basketball. We're going to be here all day long on Central Illinois Sports. Signing off here from Beardstown, Brian Shoemaker, along with the incomparable Jared French, and our man G Money working the camera for us here all day tonight. We are so very happy, humbled, and honored that you've chosen to spend your evening with us watching high school basketball here on Central Illinois Sports. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 10:45. It's championship day here at Beardstown. Be good and get home safely.